Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. How's everybody doing this weekend? Let's get going with a beautiful day.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't it? So come on, let's play. Forget the rush, you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day. And come on, let's play.
Morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see who we got on here. Auntie Jean. Good morning, sweetheart. Yes, we do need a beautiful day, don't we? We deserve it. We're worthy of it. Let's just get in here and have it. I'm ready for one. I'm ready for my vibration to be lifted along with everybody else in the house. So I see it's a slow start to the morning, and that's okay because God knows who's here and who's going to be here. And we're just going to have fun together, whoever comes in. Good morning, Deirdre. Thank you for sharing. Good afternoon to you, Pat Moss. Thank you for being here. And let's go into our hearts. We are just going to enjoy the heck out of this time together this morning. Whoever's here, whoever finds us, thank you. Thank you for being here. So let's do the heart brain by placing the hand on the heart and slow down the breathing. Add in the love. When you're doing the heart brain, it's the most beautiful gift you can give to yourself by really connecting in with who you are and what you are, letting your heart tell your brain how loved you are, and letting the brain tell the heart how everything is working perfectly. The healing begins. Accept the healing today. Know your power. Know who you are and what you are. So let's just take a moment together, collectively finding our connection with spirit, our connection with ourselves, and holding that energy as we hold each other. I am enough. I'm joyful. I'm grateful for this day that has arrived. I'm ready to greet this day and all that comes forth from it. Part of something that's much bigger than just me by myself. I am happy. I am healthy. I am whole. I have peace. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here this morning. Cheers to everyone. I hope you brought your cup in so you can fill it up with love and fill it with joy and fill it with peace. So, who do we have? Catherine Kovacs. Good morning, dear Catherine. It was so good to see you last night on the Angel Circle. And Ibrahim from Palestine, thank you for being here. Rosalind, good vibes. Good morning, sweetie. So good to have you this morning. And what is your heart and your brain talking about? What is your I am story this morning? Rick Morrow from YouTube. Good morning, good morning. And hi, Josie. How are you two doing today? So good to see you on here. So what's your I ams? Let's hear some of those beautiful words as your heart and your brain communicate. What are they saying to each other? What's your I am story? Andrea Gregg, good morning to you. It was great to see you yesterday as well. I have pulled the Kuan Yin card and just waiting to see if we have any more I ams. Anybody that wants to share how you are this morning, what you are this morning. Let's get those messages flowing. And Catherine Kovacs says, I am happy to be here. Well, we're so happy that you're here, Catherine. Welcome and thank you. Pat Moss, I am so grateful and blessed doing the magic book, The Air That I Breathe. Oh, yes, I remember that one. I love that book and I love the teaching of being grateful for everything in life. Sometimes the things that show up are not real pleasant, are they? Sometimes we have disappointments. Sometimes we have an expectation and that expectation doesn't get met. But being grateful, no matter what the lesson, brings us the blessing. When we're open and we don't say, oh, life's terrible, I got disappointed. Life's not terrible. Sometimes we hold an expectation and then that doesn't come the way we think that it was going to come. But you know what they say about expectations, it's just never good to try to be in control. We can hope, and that's different than expecting. Hope means we have faith, we have belief. We know that there's a higher presence at play, and that divine plan is what's going to show up for us. It's what's going to come forth in our life. All right, so what else we got? Zila, good morning. Well, it's afternoon for you, and thank you for being here. Zila's been enjoying Earth Day here in this beautiful Scotland. And yes, I did get your pictures, and thank you. We've been disconnected from technology just to enjoy nature. Sometimes we have to do that disconnect. Sometimes it's the best thing we can do for ourselves is to unplug and just to enjoy each moment, to enjoy where we are and what's happening. And I love doing that myself. And I think there's going to be some time for that coming up for me. It's just to unplug and just not worry about anything other than that connection with God, that connection that says, I am just loved and I'm going to go into that love 100%. All right, I do have a Kuan Yin card for us. Not sure where everybody is this morning, but let's just send out a telepathic message to all of the peas in the pod and let everybody know how loved they are. Charlie and Erica are on vacation. We don't have, like, Stacy is not here. She's usually here. Mama Hada Bear, Kathy Hand, Suzanne, Linda Lemieux. We're missing you guys. So if you're anywhere nearby and you're hearing the words, I'm getting ready to read Kuan Yin and give us our message for the day. It is the Orchid Priestess of Destiny. The Orchid Priestess of your highest spiritual destiny calls to you now. She inspires you to discover and express your purpose. You are encouraged to live into your potential with all its uniqueness and beauty. Her sweet flute playing deep in your heart, blossoms of orchid and chrysanthemum falling from her feet, she stirs your heart to quest for your true soul passion. Isn't that beautiful? What a beautiful card this morning. I love orchids. I've always admired them. I have never been able to keep one alive. It's just me. I don't know why. I've tried. I really have tried. And it's just one of those things in life. I've been given orchids many times, and they live for a little bit. And I do everything that I've read about, everything I've been told about to do to keep them going. But me and orchids just don't jive, I guess. But I love the energy of them and the beauty. And I just have to admire them from afar. I just have to look at other people's orchids and enjoy the fact that they somehow know the secret of keeping them alive. And I think that's a real message for us all. We, we don't always like everything. We don't always have the same opinions or the experiences that we have. We could have the very same experience and we might see it differently. We might experience it differently. And that's okay. If we all acted and spoke and felt the same way about everything, it'd be kind of a boring world, I think. We wouldn't have any contrasts. We wouldn't have any differences. There wouldn't be a part of us that could look at somebody else and learn from them, learn from how they live their life, the lessons that they learned that they share with us. So I love that we can have contrast and be okay with it. We can have differing opinions and be okay with it. It's when we are not okay with it that the problems start. When we're not accepting, as our Marietta teaches us, accept, align, allow, at AAA, when that's not in place, then we start to have things like jealousy and discontent and I want what that person has. But when we can open up and say, yeah, that's a beautiful experience for you. I'm so glad that you're having that experience. I'm so glad you're having the physical things that you desire. And when we can say that and really enjoy each other's journey to where we just allow and don't go into any other low vibration other than being happy for whoever has something, not having to have an energy of if you've got it, I can't have it. And there is none of that because we live in a world of unlimited potential. Catherine, we were kind of talking about a little bit about that last night on Angel Speakers. Yeah, absolutely. Being happy for each other, enjoying the journey. There's Mama Hada Bear. Good morning. So glad that you're here. We called you in. And let's see, well, maybe we need to send Blue the link. Auntie Jean, is that what you're saying? That she can't find us or can't connect? So let me send it to her. Take a moment to do that. If I can find her. Okay, that's done. So hopefully she can find the show now and join in with us. All right, Marietta, there you are. I am one with love, and I am one with you. Express, express, express God's love. That's what we're here to do. Express, express, express God's love. I love that, Marietta. Is that our E? You know, for a bit there, I was writing down all of that alphabet as you were making up the words for us to just enjoy and to bring into our heart. But I always go back to the AAA, always, every day. There's not a day that goes by that I don't take the AAA with me, that I don't think about accepting and aligning and allowing. It's one of the best lessons of my life that I have learned. And you are a great teacher. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that into our field of awareness so that we can all learn and grow from it. Annie 7, good morning to you. Pat says, I've got 3 orchids. I've had them about 5 years. My husband uses aired water, but he is blessed with green fingers. Yeah, I don't have that green thumb to work with a lot of the plants. If it's a hardy plant, then I probably won't kill it. But if it's something that's tender and that takes a lot of different care than normal, yeah, we don't get along. But I'm so glad that you have that and that you have the ones that have lived that long. That's beautiful. And there you are, Blue. I just shared the link in Messenger so that you could be here, and thank you for showing up. Facebook really didn't want you to come here today. Well, guess what? We are stronger than Facebook. So good morning. I'm so glad you're here. Auntie Jean, yes, she was having trouble getting in, but she has arrived. I snuck in the back door. That's so cute. Blue, I'm so glad you were on the Angel Circle yesterday. It was so good to see your face. I really miss all of you. Ones that I have met in person and spent time in your home has been such a beautiful experience. And when I don't see you, I miss you. I just hold you in my heart when I'm not there in your physical presence. Hope, good afternoon, sweet Hope. I'm so glad you're here. Trust we are all well. Teri, orchids don't hang around me for long either. It's a shame, but some things aren't meant to be. Yeah, that's just one of those things that I've accepted in life, that not everything is supposed to be a part of my experience, and I'm okay with that. And not every person is supposed to be a part of my experience. We're all here in this unique thing that we're doing. We're all part of the one. So on the spirit realm, we are all connected. We're all loving on each other. We're all doing what we know to do, which is to love unconditionally. But in the human experience, sometimes we have to step away from some people. We have to allow that person on their part of the journey to just be who they are. And that's how we learn, is from that contrast. We learn from each other and we teach each other so much just by the life that we live. Kathy Hand, good morning. You had a couple of issues too with Facebook. I was wondering where the heck everybody was when we started this morning, but we got going and we just kept going with the flow until y'all got here. So I'm so glad you showed up. I'll read the card again that we had for today. That's where the discussion about orchids came in. So I will read that. Zila says she's been seeing so many birds. You know, the birds right now are so prolific. They're just happy birds at the moment. Springtime is here. I've just been listening to their songs, listening to their message that comes out, and it is so very beautiful. Just their delight in the change, the shift. Are you all experiencing the shift of spring? Because I truly am. I'm really feeling that energy that it's kind of lightened up. You know, to me, during the winter months, there's more of a heaviness. Well, we do have some places it has snow, and I've experienced that in this winter. But the cold, just to me, just seems like a heavier energy than a spring breeze or a light day. Yesterday was so beautiful in here where I'm at in Arizona. It was absolutely magnificent. Sharon and I sat outside on her outdoor patio and just enjoyed the weather, just enjoyed the breeze that came through, nature just growing and the flowers opening. We saw hummingbirds and doves and little lizards scurrying. It was just a beautiful, magnificent spring day, and I really enjoyed it. Auntie Jean said Kathy Hand is the orchid lady. She's had one for years. Kathy says, I keep trying orchids as well. I had a few buds on mine, but since I'm back at work, not teleworking, we do not have the heat on in there, and the orchids got too cold. I know they're very temperamental, aren't they? That's one thing I did notice about them. Let's see. Linda's here. Good morning, Linda. We called you in as well. We still don't have some of the regulars that are here. Stacy hasn't woke up yet. I'm so happy for Stacy's news that her dad got to come home from the hospital. What a blessing. Elaine, good morning, Elaine Leonard. So good to see you on the morning show. Elaine says, yes, so loving spring, but I love all the seasons. Each season just has its own flavor, you know, and sometimes we don't have a favorite. We just enjoy what's before us. But if I had to choose a favorite, it would be fall for me. I love the energy of fall. And today's Bob's birthday. Well, happy birthday, Bob Hand. So happy that you shared that with us, Kathy, so we can bombard him with some love. And let's just give that to Bob. Let's just send love from our heart and wish Bob a happy birthday. I'm going to read the card again because there was only a handful of people in when we started and I read the cards, but I really think this card today is so beautiful. And that's how we brought up the conversation of the orchids. So the card is the Orchid Priestess of Destiny. The Orchid Priestess of your highest spiritual destiny calls to you now. She inspires you to discover and express your purpose. You are encouraged to live into your potential with all its uniqueness and beauty. Her sweet flute playing deep in your heart, blossoms of orchid and chrysanthemum falling from her feet, she stirs your heart to quest for your true soul passion. Don't you love that card? I love every day with Kuan Yin, but there are some days the card just really speaks to us. It really brings in exactly what we need to hear. And I love that we can, like I said, experience things like the image of an orchid. And those flowers are just so beautiful. They stand out from other flowers like they're royalty. That's how I think of them. They are the royalty of flowers, and I admire them. I admire people who can have them and who can grow them. So thank you to all of those who keep them alive for us to enjoy. And Elaine, you love the fall also. Yes, I love the energy of fall and how blessed we are to see the color changes that happen in the fall. And we're all wishing Bob a happy birthday. Bob, I hope it's the very best birthday ever. I hope this is such a great experience for you today, and sending you so much love and big birthday hugs. And Bob says, thank you. Oh, Bob, you're such a part of us. I am so glad you're going to be at the retreat. I am looking forward to Chef Bob, but I'm also looking forward just to sit and have conversation and to enjoy being there in your presence. And Kathy says, yes, she is definitely with us. Kuan Yin every day just knows exactly what we need. She knows those words that we have, that we are so ready to receive. So many times we hear words, we hear teachings, we hear people that are speaking, and we're like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And I've done that myself. I've listened to some teachers and I'm like, I don't understand that yet. My heart, my ears just weren't ready to receive the message. But sometimes when that message comes through, and we could have heard it many times, which we probably have heard this particular one, but sometimes it just grabs us because we're ready for it. And Elaine says, oh, I love my beautiful orchid. She continues to bloom for years. She is white, glowing light. I love the white ones. Thank you, Elaine, for sharing that. And Linda says, this card is so inspiring. It makes me think about my priorities. Yeah, I get that. I get that. And that's one thing that we've been working on in some of the teachings and some of the classes that I've been holding, and the things that have been going on is working on our priorities, throwing out what doesn't work, what's no longer valid. We are shifting and changing just like the seasons. We go through seasons in our life. We go through times when it's spring and everything is airy and everything is ready for a cleansing, a purging. And right now, there's so much of that going on. If you were in the angel circle last night, or if you listened to that opening message, the collective message, it was all about clearing out what doesn't work, what's inside that's not working anymore, that you're not jiving with. It's just not the same as maybe it was at one point. For some reason, you held a belief or you had something that you enjoyed, and now it's changed, it's shifted, but it didn't change. You changed. We all do. Every day we're different. Every day we shed some of our skin. Every day we have more experiences that bring us to who we are. And so we're not always the same, and we can't expect to be. And as a collective group, as this family that we are, we shift and change. There are people that come and go. There are ones that come in for a minute and then we don't see them again, or we don't see them for a long time. And that's okay. You know, we can't change the seasons. We can't control them, the physical seasons of life. There's nothing we can do about it. It's nature. It's what happens. And it's the same with us. When we start feeling that shift in our energy as we grow and as we go through our experiences, just see what works and what doesn't work, and allow yourself to change. Allow yourself to shift. And let's see where we are. Rosalind has an interview on Monday for a supervisory role. The Kuan Yin card is speaking to that aspect today, to experience and expand into potential. Absolutely, Rosalind, you got this. I will be right there beside of you at that interview. I'll be encouraging you to be your beautiful, amazing, and powerful self. You know what you're doing. You are so wonderful at your job, your career that you have in this lifetime. So go in there with confidence. Go in there knowing that this is yours, and go forward from there. Take Kuan Yin with you. Just take the energy that she brought out in this card today and take her with you to that interview. Okay, so Zila says, oh, you're not enjoying the flowers. The kids are sneezing like crazy. Yeah, that happens. You know, when I go to a different place, which I always go to a different place, it's part of my journey now, there are some pollens, some flowers, some plants that I'm not used to. My body is not used to them. And so I do have that reaction of sneezing or being stuffy. But I enjoy the heck out of the beauty of the flowers. So I put up with whatever inconvenience there is to really look at what God has given us and what nature brings forth, and the absolute way that this earth is decorated with beauty. And I will continue to enjoy that. I love flowers. I love all of nature. It just really thrills me to enjoy that and to go into the energy of nature. And Linda says, about 10 minutes from my house is the Vanna man. He grows Vanna orchids. He sells to all over the US. They are beautiful. It's so nice to walk down rows and rows of them. You know, I used to work for somebody when I was doing transcription. One of my contractors that I did work for was an orchid man, and he could grow any kind of orchid. He showed them, he sold them and showed them. And he had given me several, and I told him not to give me any more. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't have what it takes to grow an orchid and to keep it healthy. But I did admire the flowers. I did admire and do admire people that can handle the orchids in the way they need to be handled, and to show them that love. And Kathy said, Bob is looking forward to seeing everyone from here in person at the retreat as well. Chef Bob is cooking his own breakfast right now. Well, I'm sure he does that to perfection. And Bob, I hope you enjoy whatever you're cooking up there in the kitchen. Marietta says, music carries a vibration, so let's all sing. Accept, align, allow. That's what I'm hearing, Marietta. I'm hearing that very strongly. Accept, align, allow. And get into the energy of that. And Auntie Jean says, what was the title of the card? I want to read more in the guidebook. It is the Orchid Priestess of Destiny. And what a beautiful message for us. That she's calling us now and inspiring us to discover and express our purpose. We are all here on purpose. There's no accidents. It's not a coincidence that you're here right now, joining in the love fest with each other, holding each other in your heart, and wanting only the best for each other. And Kathy is wondering what happened to TJ. I don't know. We haven't heard from TJ in months now, so I'm not sure. I'm hoping that TJ is okay, but we haven't had any message from TJ in a long time. Okay, Marietta says, I am one with love and I am one with you. Express, express, express God's love. That's what we're here to do. Marietta, I think we need you on here on Zoom so that you can sing that for us. I'm not a singer, so I don't know how it goes. I don't know the tune. Does it go to the same as accept, align, allow, accept, align, allow? Is that the tune we use for all of the alphabet songs? I just love that you're so creative and that you bring that energy to us. Thank you. And Linda says, this might be off topic, I'm not sure. I am decluttering and I have a lot of quilting material and stuff. If you are interested in any of it, please message me. It's yours for free. That's beautiful, Linda. I have never been a quilter. I've never done that myself. But I know my best friend down there in Florida, her name is Sherry Otis, and she makes the most beautiful quilts I've ever seen. She makes them for all of her nieces and nephews. Anytime that there's a new one in the family, they get a quilt. And that's just her tradition that she's been doing all these years. And the nieces and nephews feel blessed to have that from her. That's a legacy that they will have. When she's gone, they'll have that quilt. It's the same tune. Okay, so what were those words? I am one with love and I am one with you. Express, express, express God's love. That's what we're here to do. Yes, Marietta, we need you singing it. I butcher songs and I love music. Music is such a huge part of my life. I've so enjoyed being here with Sharon because she loves music also. And sometimes, some days, we just get into the energy of whatever music comes our way. And sometimes we have something like Pandora on or some music channel where the music just continues to play. And it's such a blessing to sit with somebody else and enjoy the same kind of music, to know that each of us have that same taste in music, because many times I've been around people that don't. They either don't like country or they don't like the oldies. And I enjoy all music. I just have some favorites, but music is such a huge part of our energy. It lifts us, it changes us, it shifts the vibration and the frequency. If you're feeling low and you're at that place where nothing seems to be working, just put on some music that you enjoy, whatever you resonate with, and just watch as it lifts your vibration. Stacy Gary, thank you for being here. I am in Scottsdale, Arizona, such a beautiful part of the state. And I'm just enjoying the heck out of the area and the person that I'm visiting with, Sharon Rhea. Sharon is the founder of No Judgment, Just Love. I'm drinking out of one of her coffee cups this morning. And she is just such a beautiful soul. Right now, we're working on her new website, sharonria.com. It's not up and running just yet, but I'm helping her brainstorm some ideas so that she can bring forth her beautiful energy. And let's see what I missed. Kathy says Bob is cooking potatoes and bacon right now. Ooh, that does sound good, doesn't it? And Zila does make quilts and thinks they come out pretty good. And she made one for Auntie Jean and for me. Thank you. Thank you for that. I do love quilts. I just don't know how to do it because I've never had that experience. And Auntie Jean says, sorry guys, I missed everything. Ron just fell in the kitchen. He is okay except for a nasty scratch. I didn't know I could move that fast. Oh, darling, let's all wrap our arms around Ron Lorio, just lifting you up that nothing is damaged and that it's just the scratch that Jean is telling us about, and hoping and praying that everything is okay. Just wrapping our arms of love around you. I know he's had a hard time with his back, Jean, so I'm hoping that everything is okay. Yeah, we're lifting Ron up in prayer. And let's do that. Let's go into our prayer time. It's 8:44, and 44 is such a magic number to the angels, one that they use to always tell us that they're there, that they're right there beside of us. And I'm just going to ask any of the energy healers that are on, I know we have many, just please send some healing Ron's way, send some vibrations for his body to be okay after that jolt. And Stacy, you love this area. I do too. I lived in Phoenix for a few years, and so I'm very familiar with the area and the weather conditions and all of it. I'm hoping to get out and about today with Sharon. And I don't know, I don't think she's going to be coming to Vermont, but I don't rule anything out. She may show up. It would be beautiful to have her there. I'd love to have her come in and do a workshop for us and do some teaching. We'll see if that's in the realm of possibility for her. And thank you all who are lifting Ron up right now. Thank you for doing that. And yes, I remember the picture of the quilt. Thank you, Zila. All right, so Deirdre, prayers for all humans, for Gaia, and for world peace. We had Earth Day yesterday. What a beautiful energy. The angels wrote a beautiful blog about Earth Day. I don't know if any of you have read it yet, but just a reminder to honor our Mother Earth, to respect her, and to do what we can do to make sure that this earth is going to be around for a bit for our children and our children's children, and to go forth with that energy of doing whatever we can to keep on keeping on. And Kathy's hoping Colin will come over today to help set up boundaries. Yes, we'll lift him up, and hopefully that birthday dinner will be so beautiful for the whole family. All right, so let's go into our prayer time. The other day, I listed all of the prayers, and you all got to see them instead of just hearing them. And so remember everyone that is on that list. And if you have anyone to add to the list, please do so. Please let me know in the comments that you have somebody on your heart so we can lift them up and bring in an energy of love. And Ron says, thank you for the prayers. He is fine, and love you, family. Oh, we love you too, Auntie Jean. And Ron, you're just so much a part of us, even when you don't realize that anyone who's a loved one of our P family is part of us. We inherit you. And you have no choice but to be loved by us, because we're going to send that love out to you. So let's go into our hearts, and I invite, as I said, anyone who is an energy healer, anyone who lets that beautiful energy flow through you, just now send it Ron's direction, as well as to anyone that is hurting today. Anyone who has experienced anything other than love, whatever that might look like, whether it's emotional pain, physical pain, mental or spiritual pain. Sometimes we go through that dark night where we have questions and we don't know what to think or be as a spirit being. So sometimes there's a need there to really lift each other up through that time of questioning, that time of change and shift. And Hope is sending healing energy to Ron. Thank you. And Stacy is asking, please keep my adult kids in prayer. Things are so difficult for our young adults today. They certainly are. They're difficult for everybody, but what a time that our kids have been going through for the last few years of just uncertainty and not knowing what's going to happen next. And it's that unknown that really keeps things kind of in a chaos for them. All right, so let's go into our hearts. Let's pull in the energy from the divine. Right now, just allow it to find that place in your heart, that connection place. I call it the high heart. It's just above where your physical heart is. When you breathe in, just see that breath hanging right there, right in that area. That's you, the authentic you, the true you that's inhabiting a human body for just a minute. We're only here for such a short time, but in that time, we grow so much with our experiences. We grow with our interactions with each other. We grow with our soul family that we call to each other. So for a minute, let's just take in that breath. See it coming from the great central sun, from our Creator, from the divine Mother, Christ consciousness, the ascended masters, the angels, those who have gone before us, all of our mentors and teachers that we've had in our lifetime that are now in their spirit body. Just allow all of that energy together to come into your heart. And now breathe out anything that's unlike love, any vibration that doesn't meet in alignment with the divine plan the divine love, that unconditional love. Just release out anything that's not yours. Now breathe in again. And let's watch that beautiful energy. Watch it first go upward. Let it go to your throat chakra and let it open up there. That beautiful expression energy, letting you say what you're here to say, giving your message out to the world. And if you feel a congestion, if you feel that it's hard to breathe into that area, or you feel a stuck energy in your throat, just breathe through it. Let the light shine right on it. And let it expand out. This is an area where we can be bottlenecked with our energy. It can get kind of stuck in here. And we start doing some judgments and some criticisms. And then the energy closes down. But just allow, accept, align, allow. And as Marietta has taught us today, express, express, express. Open up that beautiful throat chakra and just allow your higher self to come through. Let your energy go into the world to create more love, more joy, more happiness. And then watch that breath as it goes upward to the third eye. This is our center for intuition, for all of our spiritual clairs. They're all residing right there in that area where the pineal gland is. So watch as you expand the energy here and open up and just let that beautiful energy flow. Know that you know that you know. Sometimes we have a thought, we have a word that comes out of our mouth, and we don't know where it came from. But it comes from spirit when you allow it, and then you express it. And then watch the energy go to your crown chakra, at the very top of your head. You might feel some tingling there. You might feel the crown opening to receive, and just allow it. Just allow the energy to build, to open up, so that spirit can come in. Your higher power can communicate with you. Your guardian angels can communicate with you. If we're closed down, then we don't get the message. But when we allow, it's there. And it comes in so beautifully. So now raise your frequency. Let's go up to the higher dimension where you're going to just sit with your higher self for a while. Let's just be in that energy. Just receive whatever is given to you. Receive the message, receive the love, and bring that forth back down through the crown, down through the third eye, down through the throat, and back into your heart. Anchor it there in your heart. And now breathe in again. Just let that energy flow downward now. Let it go to your solar plexus, knowing that you are enough, you are worthy, you are beautiful, just as you are. There's no need to change anything about who you are, because that's you. That's you and your authentic being, with all of your experiences, all of the energy of everything that has happened in this lifetime and in any lifetime that you've lived. It's all there in your DNA. And when you feel into the solar plexus, you know you are worthy. Now watch it go into the sacral. In the sacral chakra, This opens up your creativity. It opens up more of that pleasure center where you can enjoy the heck out of this life you're living. Just be in each moment, praising each moment, and really living this thing called life. And then watch the shift as it goes into the root chakra, being strengthened, standing in your divine power as you stand on your own 2 feet. Just let that energy go through you and down into our earth plane known as Gaia. And just watch as you hand that love that's in your heart, you hand it over to Mama Gaia, and you just love unconditionally, just giving gratitude for this planet we're on, giving gratitude for all the nourishment that we have from Gaia. Let's just all meet in the middle, right there in the center of Gaia. Let's bring all of our love and just shower our Earth Mother with it. She knows what to do with that love. She knows who to send it to. She knows that right now there are ones that are hurting that could use that special touch, and especially our Ron, who experienced a fall today, and anyone who's hurting physically. And I'm hearing that it's going to you, our dear Hope in the UK, and allow it, just allow it in. Allow it to go to your loved ones, all of those on our prayer list. Just allow and see them on the other side of whatever is going on at the moment. See that taking place into perfection. We're already there. We've already arrived on that other side. And now let's draw that energy back up through the feet, into the sacral, the solar plexus, and anchoring it into the heart, where our beautiful Kuan Yin is filling our heart cups full of love, full of joy. And we're going to give that to each other. Every day we make that connection. Every day we just share unconditionally of that love. So we do that on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for lifting up those who need to be lifted, that are going through some experience, and loving on each other just without anything, any expectation of anything coming. And that was the blog from last night. Sometimes we hold expectations and they're not met, and we have disappointments. That's all part of the growing, part of the learning. It's part of the contrast. So we are going to get into the energy of Leo. We're going to have a little bit of Leo in our life. So let's get going with that and get pocky and gruff dancing and enjoying this day. I hope you have a beautiful day. Whatever you're doing, stay in your hearts, stay blessed, and love on each other. And again, happy birthday, Bob. I hope it's a wonderful day for you.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready, because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on, come on. Hey, it's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on a peaceful peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead, wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into our new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of.
Uh-oh. See, our Zila is stuck.
Full of joy, full of
Then
life,
you
full
love
of
Zila.
love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow. AAA, morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Cuppa full of joy.
Fill that cup up. That's right, Kathy Hand. We sure will be. Woo. What a beautiful morning together. Thank you for being here. So much love to all of you. And Zila, we're sending good thoughts your way. Zila's car is not starting and they're having to go get some help to get the car going again. So prayers for that. And thank you to whoever it was that reminded us that Lily Ann's mother also took a tumble and is in a lot of pain right now. So please remember her in your prayer time and lift anybody up that's going through a difficulty right now. Thank you, family. I love you so much. You are in my heart, you're in my prayers, and my love goes out to each and every one of you. I will see you later. Namaste, y'all. Bye, everybody.